Welcome to Ted's Tiny Trucks, and hopefully the first instalment of one of my winter projects. So this is a Cross RC MC8 bought from Simon at Green's Models. I got suckered in watching YouTube videos basically. I liked what I saw and I just thought, oh, you know what, I'm going to have one of those. So it's arrived today and it's bloody massive basically. There's no other way around it. It's a big old box, but I promised a couple of friends I'd do a quick unboxing. So if you bear with me, I'll strip the cardboard off the outside and we'll see what we get. I don't know if you get a good sideways view or something like that, but it looks epic. Right, let me just rip it out of the box and have a proper look. Right, there's some really good unboxings available on YouTube, so I'm not going to do the full Monty thing. I think A and T RC, I'll stick a link in the description below. Done a cracking unboxing. A pair of them have got an MC6 and an MC8, which makes a great comparison video. And it's well worth watching, although it does come with a financial risk, to be honest, as this is test amount. It is, by all accounts, premium quality. Stickers, well, I don't think we need to worry about those. So the model itself is based off the MAN Cat 1 truck, which I believe was designed for German forces. As usual, it went through numerous budget problems and scaling down, so I don't think the actual final result was quite the one they intended to start with. But it's a bit of a beast anyway. So it is, hopefully, looks, jeez. There's a lot of plastic, so it's good. It should be a nice combination actually between a radio controlled truck, which I like putting together anyway, and plastic kits, which also amuse the heebie-jeebies out of me. So just a small pack of wheels and tyres to keep me going. 4 axles, which is just awesome. Let's have a quick squint at one of these while we... God, that's got some weight behind it. Absolutely fantastic. I'm assuming this is probably the third one, given it's got a pass-through on the prop shafts. So probably third axle, fourth axle sits behind. Transfer case, straight transmission sat in the middle there. Well, that's got plenty of weight to it. It's quite nicely shimmed as well, actually. Not much play. Yeah, a little bit too much there. Oh yeah, that one's not very good at all. Oh, I suspect I'll probably take them apart and re-grease them anyway. Because, oh well, why not? I'm going to get one chance to get it right. And I don't think I really want to be taking it apart again, having got that lot together. So there's 4 of those. Fantastic. Okay, there's a few hours work coming up there, I think. What else we got? So we've got rear tarpaulin, hoops to support it, and these I believe are the metal runners that go down the side of the rear bed. That's the cab. I'll show that in a minute. So, bags of bits. So it looks like I've got 8 shock absorbers, metal ball ends, nuts, bolts, brackets, rod ends, things like that. So stuff that's normally familiar to you if you've built SCX 10.2 kit or such like. A packet of wheels and hubs. I'll have a quick look at these. I'm still undecided as to whether going to run these or not. I didn't particularly want to do a military spec version, although I can't deny that the ideas I have mean it's all inspired a bit by Thunderbird 2, things like that. And I like the idea of removable and interchangeable rear decks. So anything from like overlander campers to the existing one with side rails on it, to one with absolutely no rails on whatsoever, as if you're going sort of cross country and competing with it. So, so the hubs are just phenomenal. There's some weight in all this lot. I shall get scales out for a future one, I think, and have a look. I think that's just, yeah, awesome. You're going to enjoy playing around with this, I think. I don't think it's going to be 5 minutes either, judging by the looks of all of this lot. That'll be good. Excuse the noise. Yeah, good winter project. Well, I'm sure I shall tuck it in with all the other things that tempt me these days. Right. Goodness me, the frame rails are the same length as the box. So, in fact, I don't know, I think you probably just about see me on site. So, yeah, about half the height of me, give or take them, which is pretty good. All the other way of doing it is shoulder, and yeah, you've got to be freaking kidding, haven't you? Fantastic. Oh dear. I might have to see if I can get cross RC off it though. It's not the kind of thing you really want hanging underneath the bottom of your truck. Now we've got a plastic spare wheel. Although it looks like it's got, excuse me, it looks like it is the same tyres as the other one, which is nice. So that gives you an active spare if you're going to roll with those. So the transmission is 2-speed and pre-built. So it looks like we've got a sprung-loaded shift lever in there. 45-turn motor. A bit of backlash, but probably not the end of the world. And I think it sits in the truck like that, if I remember rightly. Drives down to the rear from here and the front from that point, with a pair of brackets. So, oh, that's got some mass. An interesting thing will be to see, I'd like to take those 3 screws out and potentially do like a boat hull skid underneath, which will minimise the opportunity for the truck to catch up. Because this thing hangs down below the rails and it basically acts like a boat anchor if you're sliding over rocks. So whilst I'm not really going to go rock crawling with it, I would like to make sure that, you know, it's fairly manoeuvrable, it doesn't really get hung up too much. Nothing annoys you more than something that gets halfway across an obstacle and then just sits there with its wheels spinning. Oh, there's just more seals, more metal bits, of which I have no idea. Cross braces and chassis parts by the looks of things. And blimey. So 4 prop shafts, which look okay. Got the pins in it. I mean, it is this slightly horrible design where you pop the pins through and then you put this spring steel around it. So that holds the pins in. I suspect a bit of heat shrink over the top might go down well. More plastic, including large steering wheel, all the hooks for the side, and the fuel cans that go under the rear deck. I'm not sure what they are. I've got a feeling they sit underneath the cab at the front. And then the rear bed, which is just, wow, it's ludicrous really, isn't it? Tape measure out quickly. So, yeah, I mean the rear bed is coming up for sort of 56, 57 centimetres in length. And if you sit there and think, just move that out of the way. Give you an idea of size, that's an 18-inch ruler. So, yeah, it's looking, it's going to be a big old rig. you'll have to forgive me for not ripping it all out. That's all in sealed bags. And I'm not starting yet. The primary point of this was to get it all out, have a quick squint. Oh, even the doors are a good size. And then go through the manual, because you need to buy servos. Need a steering servo and a shift servo, both of which require different horns. I think there's a specific length for the transmission one of 20mm, and then the steering one needs effectively a T-shaped horn in order to bolt the steering bracket to the top. So I figured I'd sort of get the kit, have a look at all the bits and pieces first, and then go shopping. However, what we can do is get the cab out. More stuff. So I think this is a complete. So I've got speaker. I've got Dean's connectors already. Excellent. Extension socket. Light kit, by the looks of things. It's quite cool, and I think if everything's going according to plan. There's a sound kit in here as well, so full lights, full sound, full on really. So one advantage of buying a C grade kit over a B grade or an A grade is C grade gives you the metal axles, gives you the hardened steel gears, gives you the sound module, I think gives you metal shock absorbers and the tarpaulin. So if you start to add up the cost of axles, tarpaulin, sound unit, you bust the £100 difference pretty quickly between the C and the B. The C and the B. And then the A's, plastic drive shaft, plastic axles, and really, you know, I think it's going to be fine as a shelf model, a shelf queen, but I don't think it's going to do very well in the real world. So I've got more. So I've got battery box disguised as a wooden crate, so it's a good opportunity to paint. I'm not sure my 4000 milliamp 3 cell will fit in there, but I can live in hope. And then the cab itself, it's just fantastic. I mean, look at the size of it. My God, I think I've got trucks smaller than just the cab, to be honest. If I try and lay that out, the whole truck, we do a bit of juggling. That would be about right, I think. I'm not sure if I've got that front and rear, but yeah, man, that's awesome. So that's, I think, right, that was a bit unscheduled. That was my GoPro going for a Burton. It would appear that my suction cup loses its suction after a while, so I'll leave that in. Anyway, sorry, back to where we were. It's big. I don't know really what else to say. I think it's 825mm, something like that, according to the Cross website. If you think that the tarpaulin is probably going to sit, I don't know, thick end of an inch, inch and a half above this. Yeah, that's going to be epic. Guy, there's lots of good opportunities for painting and weathering on this. Proper little project. Or big project, depending on your viewpoint, really. Crikey. It's going to be great. So I'm sorry, you've seen a lot of plastic. This really doesn't help, I suppose, does it? But I don't know what else to say. It's, you know, short of stripping everything out of bags. It is good, it's big, it's heavy. What I've seen so far looks nice. I look forward to, well, doing the next video once I've actually made a bit of progress. Well, thank you for watching.